Hey guys, so for today's video we're going to be talking weight loss. A lot of you guys have been asking me for a weight loss update and kind of like a Q&A. I did a weight loss Q&A actually on my vlog channel. It was my first one. I will link it on the right. Is this the right or is this your right? Whatever, I'll link it. No, this one. Yeah, pretty sure. I'm gonna link it up top there in the corner for you guys to click it. I figured I would do like a little update, answer some more questions. I do want to do like a full weight loss journey story, but I'm gonna do that once I hit my goal weight, which, I mean, I don't know when that will be, but probably end of summer-ish. I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, I'll do that video because honestly, I have so much to like share with you guys in terms of like my weight loss journey and my story. I've struggled my entire life with my weight. There's like this one thing that's really hard for me to talk about my past when it comes to like weight and stuff like that. It's really hard for me to talk about, but I really want to open up to you guys about it because I know that it'll help people. So yeah, I'll go like deep into my journey and just deep into everything in the future when I do like a full my weight loss journey story video. But for now I figured let's get comfy and just chit chat and answer some questions. So I asked you guys on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, so I just have a bunch of them on my phone here that I screenshotted. Before we get into the questions, I'm going to answer just a little bit of basics. I've lost 40 pounds and I started my journey August 2016, so I've lost a total of, to be exact, 39 pounds, but you know. Alright, so let's just jump into the questions. So the first one is, how do you stay motivated to go to the gym and eat healthy? Because I always fall off track and it seems harder to get back to it. So this question I get so much. You guys, my ear is itchy. So this question I honestly get so much. Oh my god, like literally I get this question so much. And I've talked about it a little bit before, and my honest answer to that is it's not about motivation. Like a lot of you guys want to know where to find that motivation, and you're not gonna find it. Like sometimes you'll find motivation and it lasts for like a day or two, or maybe even a week, or maybe even a month, where you have that fire inside you, but that fire burns out. Like motivation does not last. It literally doesn't. The only thing in life that will last you is discipline. Discipline and creating habits. Even when it comes to like, not even just weight loss, like have you ever tried to save money and you're like, I'm gonna save money, I'm not gonna spend anything, and you'll save money for like 2 weeks or a month and then you're back to shopping too much? That's because you relied on that motivation, that kick to get you going. Don't rely on discipline. I would really like to see people cancel the word motivation. Like, let's put a big X over the word motivation and replace it with discipline. We all start somewhere, so as long as you can recognize, hey, motivation, it ain't gonna get you anywhere, so stop chasing it. So the way that I look at it is, listen, I was actually at the gym the other week and I was thinking, wow, I would really much rather be watching Netflix right now eating a chocolate bar. Like, that's just what I felt like doing in that moment. Are there days where I go to the gym and I'm just pumped and happy? Yes. And then there's days where I go to the gym and I'm like, I would rather be watching Netflix eating a chocolate bar. But I was still at the gym. Now that's discipline. And I'll tell you guys how to get that. Honestly, I think a lot of people overcomplicate situations and overthink like, oh, how do I do that? Start with step one. Just do it. Like, just do it. Don't overthink it. You gotta know that you're capable. I think a lot of people don't realize that they have insecurity issues. I'm still working on my insecurity issues. I'm still working on becoming confident. I used to be extremely insecure. Like, I'll go into detail on that, like, in a weight loss story video, but I used to be an extremely insecure person and I've gotten a lot better. I would say now I'm like a 7 out of 10 confident. I still have ways to go, but I think a lot of people deep down inside have that voice telling themselves they're not capable of things. So they just try to overthink, like, how do I do that? How do I do that? Just start, you know? So the way that I look at it is like, how did you wake up to go to school every single morning? Like, if a lot of you guys are graduated from high school, here's an example. How did you get up every single morning to go to school? Because I hated school. I'm not a book person. I'm not book smart at all. I'm more like, I guess you would say, street smart. Like, I'm not book smart at all. So I hated school. How did I graduate? I just went. Why? Because I had to. So why should you go to the gym? How do you find the motivation or the discipline? You do it because you have to. You know what I'm saying? There's things in life that you do not because you want to, but because you need to. But obviously that's just sometimes. Like the gym, there's ways of finding fun ways to like go to the gym and things like that. Like I love outdoor workouts. Now that the weather's getting better, I cannot wait to do my outdoor workouts. Like I live for my outdoor workouts because I love the sun. Like I just want the sun beaming on me and I will work out forever. I love it. So those are ways to keep the gym and like working out fun, but Just try not to rely on motivation. Because once you've created habits, like healthy habits, that lasts a lifetime. Like motivation does not last. So the next question is, do you smoke or drink, and does that affect your weight loss progress? No, I don't smoke and I don't drink. I used to smoke, when I was in high school. A lot of you guys don't know this about me. I used to smoke weed a lot, you guys, in high school. Oh, yeah, a lot of you guys don't know that about me. But I'm not like a regular smoker, and I'm not really a drinker. I just don't, it's just not my thing. Does that affect your weight loss progress? So drinking does affect your weight loss progress just because of the calories. There's a lot of calories in like a lot of those drinks and things. But again, weight loss comes down to calories in versus calories out. So as long as you stay within your calories, you know, you can lose weight. So can you technically include like drink within your calories? Yes, but it's still hard because a lot of these drinks are just so high calorie that you'll be hungry, but you'll wasted your calories on drinks and stuff. So yeah, it does affect it, but once in a while it won't kill you. Should someone who wants to lose weight do weight training, or should I do cardio to lose some weight first, then tone with weight training? Yeah, so a lot of people think you have to do cardio first and then tone. Listen, I was that person. I was that person who thought, okay, I gotta lose this weight first and then I'm gonna tone. It's just no. So if you build muscle, muscle burns fat. So a lot of people think cardio is the best way to lose weight. Now listen to that carefully. Cardio is the best way to lose weight. Yes, cardio will make you lose weight fast. Is it the best way to lose fat? Absolutely 100% no. Cardio is one of the worst ways to lose fat, and I'll tell you why. Because muscle burns fat. Like literally, if you look at the body, the skeleton, the science of our body, muscle burns fat. You could literally, like right now as I'm sitting here, I am burning fat because I've built muscle, because I heavy weight lift. Now, what does cardio do? Cardio is great for endurance and everything like that. But an excessive amount of cardio, like doing too much cardio, actually burns your muscle. So you're actually depleting your muscle and losing muscle by doing too much cardio. So why is that bad? Since muscle burns fat and doing too much cardio gets rid of your muscle, what is there to burn your fat now? There's nothing in your body that's going to be burning your fat because you're depleting your muscle. So you don't want to do too much cardio to where you're depleting too much muscle. So the best way to lose fat and to tone and to shape your body straight up is weightlifting. Now, a lot of you guys will say, well, that's it. Should I weightlift? In my opinion, yeah. But the key to weight loss and like just a healthy lifestyle in general is finding a workout that you love. And if you genuinely hate weightlifting, I'm going to tell you right now, don't do it. Unless you're a disciplined person and you can include it in your workout, okay. But don't force yourself to do a certain workout just because you think it's the best. My best advice is to go to the gym, find what you love, or not even just the gym. If you love hiking, if you love basketball, if you love running, if you like walking, if you like cardio, if you like whatever you like to do to get active, just do that. Because that's going to be what's sustainable for you. But technically and like scientifically speaking, yes, weight training is the best for losing fat because you're going to build muscle, and that muscle is going to burn fat, but you're going to build that muscle and you're going to get super toned. Like that's what's going to give you that chiseled, toned, very lean, sexy look. And you can actually, you know, build your curves, build that booty if you want to. Also, don't be afraid to pick up heavy weights. Like I know a lot of people, when they think weight training, they just pick up the 5 pound and do their little bicep curls and everything. But honestly, the best thing you can do is challenge your body. Like every single time you go to the gym, make sure you're doing one more rep, one step heavier. So when you're lifting that weight, make sure it's challenging enough for you. Like I want to see your face like struggle a little bit. Don't just pick up the 5 pound. Instead, pick up the heaviest weight that you're able to do that still challenges you. At least that's what I do in my workout routine. I know another question that I got was, what is my workout routine? So I actually started off and I lost 20 pounds in 4 months first, because obviously you reach plateaus and everything, which I'm going to get into that. But I lost my first 20 pounds within 4 months. And my workout routine at the time was I just did heavy weightlifting for the first 4 months. About 1 to 2 times a week. So I was only working out once or twice. That I'm gonna actually get into like later on in the video. But yeah, I lost my first 20 pounds of fat just through weightlifting. And then I slowly started incorporating HIIT, which if you don't know what HIIT is high intensity interval training. So HIIT is cardio, but high intense cardio. So instead of walking on the treadmill for an hour, you would sprint, or even running. Instead of running on the treadmill for an hour, you would do 5 sprints that are like, let's say 30 seconds long, but you would sprint as fast as you can. So instead of spending an hour on the treadmill, Only spend like 5 minutes and just do like 30-second very fast sprints. That's what HIIT is. So it's just really high intense cardio, and that's amazing for burning fat because it's high intensity. But what's good about that is because it is high intensity, you're not burning nearly as much muscle as you are with your traditional steady cardio. Now, I'm not bashing cardio at all, by the way. Cardio is awesome. Like it's great for endurance, first of all. When I go to the gym, I just see what I feel like. If I feel like weightlifting that day, then I do weightlifting. If I feel like HIIT, then I do HIIT. If I feel like just walking on the treadmill for 10 minutes, then I do that. I like to follow the motto of like doing what you feel like when you go to the gym. I'm very rigid. I love following routines, but when it comes to the gym, the gym is the place where growing up, I was not athletic, never went to the gym, never worked out. This is the first time in my life where, sorry, I'm just fixing myself. This is the first time in my life where I've consistently been working out for nearly 2 years now, like consistently. And I owe that truly to just me looking at it and being more fun and not looking at it so structured. Like, I don't go to the gym and say, I have to do this. I go to the gym and I'm like, what do I feel like today? So that's my way of making it more fun and taking like the structure and the pressure out of it. So someone asked, how do you deal with a setback? For example, if you step on the scale and see you've gained a little weight. So here's the thing with the scale. You're literally gaining and losing weight every single day, every single second. Your body fluctuates. The scale is not a reliable source to measure. It's like if you were gonna measure a piece of furniture and you chose a ruler that's wavy and not a straight ruler. The scale is not a straight ruler. It's not a way to really measure your progress, but it is a great little, you can use it as a tool, but don't rely on it as the best tool, you know what I'm saying? It's also not just about how much weight you lose, it's also about how much body fat percentage you lose. When it comes to measuring your body fat percentage, it's hard to get a very accurate number unless you get a DEXA scan, I believe it's called, but even the DEXA scans are like 1% off or something like that. The scale that I use, I'll link it down below. It's from Vanity Planet. I think I have a coupon code for $60 off, which is amazing. This isn't sponsored or anything. I love that scale though. It tells you your body fat percentage and it's pretty accurate. It's only like scales are going to be a little bit off on the body fat percentage, but as long as you're seeing that number going down, that's the goal, obviously. When I first started off, I had a scale that was very inaccurate at the time, but I know that the scale was off by like 9%, 5 to 9%, but I started off at 40 to 45%, and now I'm at 29.2% body fat. So I've lost a lot of body fat too. So it's not just the weight, because you have to understand you're also going to gain muscle. I did the little calculation. I searched up how to like calculate it, and I've gained, I believe, a total of like 10 or 11 pounds of muscle too. So even though I've lost 40 pounds, I've gained like over 10 pounds of muscle too. How many times a week did you work out when you started, and how many hours, and how many now? So when I started, to be honest with you, most of the time, like most weeks, I only worked out about an hour a week. I didn't work out very much, and I lost 20 pounds in 4 months. You don't have to work out to lose weight. Losing weight comes down to how much you eat. So the amount that you eat is based off of how much you work out, your age, your gender, and everything like that. So I simply just chose to eat less because I really hated the gym at the time. Like, you gotta understand, I was starting off. I carried a lot of extra fat on me. Like I said, I grew up, I was never athletic, hated the gym. So I was like, let me start off slowly. So I started off very slowly, just working out 45 minutes to an hour a week. And then it kind of became like an hour to 2 hours, stayed at that for a little while. And then I kind of amped it up. I felt like in January 2017, I was like, Amy, I feel like you could dedicate more of your time to working out a little bit more. So that's what I did. I started working out 3 to 4 hours a week. And now I would say I work out 2 to 3 hours a week. And I've personally found, like, for me, for my lifestyle, for my personality, for my preference, I kind of like that 2 to 3 hour mark. Like, I feel like for the rest of my life, that's the mark I'm going to stay with, is 2 to 3 hours. I feel like whenever I go to the gym more than 2 to 3 hours a week, I start to resent the gym. I start to hate it. But 2 to 3 hours is like that sweet spot for me where I love it, you know, like I'm happy with it. If I go less than that, I feel like I haven't done enough. If I go more than that, I resent it. So I'm happy with 2 to 3 hours. That's what I do now. So how did you go to the gym? I find myself ashamed to go to the gym because of how I look. You guys, I get this question so much. And when I got these questions, I was like, wow, I'm not the only person. Because when I first started off, I was like, I know what that feels like. You feel shy because you feel like you're like the chubby girl and everyone else seems so fit when you're at the gym. But think about something. They're at the gym and they also had their day one. Like, they also had their starting point. Like, nobody comes out of their mama's womb with like muscles and a lean body. Okay, we all work to get it. You know what I'm saying? Or we all start somewhere. At least most people do. You gotta remember that too. That will make you feel more comfortable. But also, to be real with you guys, ain't nobody looking at you. Like, a lot of the times, think about it. When you're at the gym, you're so focused on what you are doing. You're not looking or even thinking or caring what other people are doing. Like, we think people are watching us and caring what we're doing, but the reality is, nobody cares what we're doing. So try to just remember, nobody's watching you. Everybody's so focused on themselves. So someone asked, what do you order when you go out to eat? Do you still go to fast food places? What do you order there? So when I go out to eat and when I go to fast food places, it depends, but for the most part, whenever I do go to restaurants or fast food places, I use that as my time to have, like, I know a lot of people like to call them cheat days. I like to just refer them more as like the scientific term. They're called like refeed. So what a refeed is when you're refeeding your metabolism. So when you've been in a calorie deficit for so long, and a calorie deficit is just when you eat less calories than what your body burns. So that's what makes you lose weight. Like, scientifically, that's how your body loses weight. So essentially your metabolism has been in a deficit. It's been losing weight for so long that your body actually tries to protect itself. Your body doesn't want to change. Your body actually wants to stay the exact same as it is today. It doesn't want to change. So when you try to go lose weight, it tries to fight that. You're basically fighting your body when you try to lose weight or gain weight or anything. So your body is constantly working to adapt itself. So your metabolism, what it's doing when you're losing weight is it's trying to get used to the amount that you're eating so that it can stay the same. So eventually you stop losing weight and you reach that plateau. But what refeeds do is it gives your metabolism a little bit of more food just to let your metabolism know, hey, don't worry, you can continue burning, because your metabolism will essentially get kind of scared and stop trying to lose weight. So cheat meals, or what I like to call them refeeds, they kind of work as a way to let your metabolism know, hey, don't worry, here's some extra food, you can keep burning. So I just take it, like whenever I go to fast food places or restaurants, I just use it as my little like refeed day. How do you prepare to get back on track after a cheat day? I always struggle over the weekend when I cheat, so any suggestions would be awesome. So the way, a lot of people ask this, the way you get back on track is you go back to your normal scheduled program. Like, if you have a refeed day or you have a cheat day, the next day, you just go back to normal. Go back to what you normally do. Like, you don't have to change anything. You don't have to starve yourself the next day. Don't starve yourself. Don't do like loads of cardio. Like, you just go back to your regular scheduled program and your body will be fine. My question is, how do you manage to stay so disciplined? I've always been a bigger girl and never skinny. And I did a banting diet for a month before I fell off the wagon. Banting really did work. I lost about 5 kg in 10 days. I think 5 kg is like what, 10 pounds-ish? 10 pounds-ish in 10 days? But I mean, it's been so difficult to get back on it. I don't understand how you do it so easily. A lot of you guys say to me, I don't know how you do it so easily. How are you so motivated? How are you so amazing? You do it so good. And thank you guys so much. Honestly, I love the compliments, but just know I'm not perfect. Like, how do I do it so easily? I don't do it easily, honestly. I don't. My metabolism actually is very slow. Like, I naturally was just born with a slower metabolism than most people. I'm also short, so really, I don't got things going for me. Like, my body just doesn't need a lot of food. And I love to eat, so it's like constantly combating each other. So I don't do it so easily. It's not easy for me. What comes down to the discipline is also making the process more fun for yourself. Now, I know you said you did the banting diet. I honestly have never heard of the banting diet, but I know there's so many diets out there, guys. There's keto, there's apparently banting, there's this, there's that, there's this, there's that. There's so many diets, and you're gonna see them on the front page of every health magazine, and it's the new fad, and it's do this and you'll lose this, and do that and if you lose this. Like, I know you said you lost 10 pounds in 10 days, and to be honest with you, that's very unhealthy. It's really unhealthy, mentally and physically. So when your body loses too much weight at once, number one, you're actually losing muscle. When you're losing too much weight, you're losing muscle, which is not good because I explained earlier why. Number two, when you're losing too much weight too fast, your organs are slowly, very slowly failing. And that's why a lot of you girls will stop your menstrual cycle, which is really bad because your body is starving. Like, it's very bad for your organs to lose weight so fast. It's really unhealthy. And not only that, mentally, doing all these diets is just so unhealthy because they're not sustainable. Like, I always say this is my biggest tip. When you start a weight loss journey, lose the weight the way you can keep it off. So before you lose weight, ask yourself, can I do this for the rest of my life? Like, you want to do what you're doing to lose weight for the rest of your life. If you're doing some quick little fix like no carbs, and you're doing that just to lose weight, it's not gonna work, because it's gonna work in the meantime and you're gonna lose the weight now, but you're gonna gain it back and then you're gonna struggle in the future. Like for me, I chose to count my calories. Why? Because I wanted to really learn about food. I wanted to learn about portion sizes, because calories are real. They're real. Even if you don't want to believe they are, they're real life. Like calories are a fact. They're literally a nutrition fact on the back of everything you buy at the grocery store. So knowing what calories are, knowing how to measure them, you'll be able to gain that knowledge. Like I don't count calories anymore. I count them in like, you know, like I intuitively know what I'm eating now. I technically count my calories, but I technically don't, you know? Like I don't use a calculator anymore, because now I have the knowledge, and that knowledge will last me for the rest of my life. And now for the rest of my life, I'll be able to sustainably maintain my weight loss. Like I won't be gaining weight again. In the past, I've done that. I've done these quick little fixes and these quick diets, and it landed me 50, 60 pounds heavier than I originally even was. Like they're just not good. You end up binging because you're starving yourself and you're depriving yourself of what you want. How do you maintain your weight loss and not gain anything back? So after you stop losing weight, you don't want to go straight back to eating how you used to eat, because that's just not how the body works. You want to slowly, first thing you want to do is actually calculate your maintenance calories. I'll leave my favorite calorie calculator down below. You want to calculate what your maintenance calories are, and you want to slowly work your way back up to those amount of calories. I know this stuff can be kind of confusing. I hope I'm trying to like make it the most sense as possible that I can. I learned a lot of this stuff from reading Thinner, Leaner, Stronger by Michael Matthews. He's honestly amazing. He takes all of the myths out and focuses on the science and the actual real truth. Like if you want to learn the truth about weight loss based off of science, not just based off of some fairy tale myth out there, based off of science, read that book, Thinner, Leaner, Stronger by Michael Matthews. It's amazing. So the next question is, what do you or how do you react once you realize you've reached a plateau and can't seem to lose any more weight? This is awesome because I've reached already like 2 plateaus or 2 or 3. My body, like I said, I already have like such a slow metabolism, and then when I lose weight, obviously eventually you're going to reach a plateau. That's just how the metabolism works. My favorite is just reverse diets. So what that is you're gonna slowly add a little bit more calories. Like let's say you're eating 1,400 calories and you've lost 30 pounds, but now you're still eating 14 and your body's not losing any more weight. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna slowly add 50 to 100 calories and eat that for a week. And then the next week, you're gonna eat 15, 50, 16. And keep going until you reach your maintenance. Sit and eat maintenance calories for like 2 weeks-ish, and then drop back to 1,400. Now what you just did was you just reset your body. You pressed the reset button and your metabolism now is gonna go back to losing weight. The biggest mistake when it comes to weight loss that I have to like share with you guys, like my biggest mistake was eating too many calories. Like I wasted a good 8 months of my journey eating too many calories. So I'll explain this. So when I first started losing weight, I was eating 1,200 calories and I was only working out once a week. Now a lot of people, when they hear this, okay, you guys are gonna think 1,200 calories, oh my God, no, that's starving yourself. Guys, I'm 5 foot tall and I was only working out once a week. 1,200 calories is 100,000,000% not starvation for me. It's just not. I was only working out once, barely moving. I work from home, so I sit down all day, okay? And I'm 5'1". 1,200 calories is not starvation for someone like me. That's why it's very important. I think a lot of people are like, 1,200 calories is too low, 18 is too high, that is too this, that is too that. You have to remember every body is different. When I first started, I was eating 1,200 calories and it worked for me. I lost a reasonable amount of weight. You never want to lose too much weight too fast, because like I said, it's very unhealthy. I lost 20 pounds in 4 months, which is very healthy. That means you're losing 5 pounds a month, very sustainable, very healthy for your body. And then I did a reverse diet. I started eating more calories. I was like, okay, you know what? Instead of 1,200 this time, I'm gonna do 1,600. I was eating 1,600 calories for 7 months, and I lost 6 pounds. 6 pounds. That's very, very slow, like very slow. So I should have lost at least another 15 pounds and I didn't. I was eating too much and it was such a waste of my time. So then I did another reverse diet, and then the second time I was like, okay, 16, too much. 12, people told me it was too low. Let's do 14. I did 14 and 14 was okay, but it still didn't barely make me lose weight. I lost 8 pounds in 6 months. Like, that's still hella slow. Like, it's extremely slow, you guys. And again, fast weight loss, not ideal. You don't want to lose like 10 pounds in 10 days or 20 pounds in 1 month. It's not healthy. But you also don't want to lose only 8 pounds in 6 months. It's just not like, you know, like it's too slow. So please don't let outsiders like get into your head. What I would say the best thing to do is calculate how much you should be eating based off of your workouts, based off of your height, based off of your age on the calculator. I'll link my favorite one down below for you guys. But yeah, that's my biggest mistake. If I didn't make that mistake, I would have already reached my goal. Like that really slowed me down. Like that's a whole year of my journey that I wasted. So someone said, if you could just give one piece of advice to someone who is starting their weight loss journey, what would it be? The best advice I could give you, like start slow. Like a lot of people are like, I'm gonna lose weight. That's it. They go in their cupboards, they empty everything out. They go to the gym, they sign up for the gym. They go 6 days, 7 days a week for 2 hours. They do that for 2 weeks and then they're like, oh, screw this. And then they stop. So my biggest advice would be to start slow. I started off slow. I actually didn't even pay for a gym membership. I just went to my condo gym, to like my complex community gym. And I went there for free. And I worked out only 45 minutes to an hour, sometimes an hour and a half a week. It's not gonna be quick. It's not gonna be fast. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take work and it's gonna take effort. But you're gonna build those sustainable habits instead of doing something extremely intense and quick at first, and it only lasts like 2 weeks. So someone asked me, what kind of weight exercises do you do? I do a lot of heavy weighted squats. Right now I'm on 45 pounds on each side. I like deadlifts. Deadlifts, I dread them sometimes, and then other times I like them. I like to do hip thrusts. I like a lot of leg workouts, but I do work out my arms. I like bicep curls a lot. I like what is this one called again? Military press? Yeah. I like bench press where you're laying down on the bench. There's just a lot of stuff that I do. You know what? I'm gonna do a workout routine, I think, soon. Like once the weather just gets a little bit better, maybe I'll do an outdoor workout routine too. So someone asked, how did you make the first move and decide to go on this journey? I'm stuck right now and I don't know how to start. So I talked about this a little bit on the vlog channel when I did my first Q&A, weight loss Q&A, but what made me just start was, to be honest with you guys, I never talked about, I don't even know if I mentioned this in my vlog, my other vlog, but to be honest with you guys, actually someone very close to me in my family, like extremely close to me in my family, got really sick, and that just made me start thinking about health. It started making me think about the decisions that I was making for myself and my health. And I was like, am I making the best decisions for myself so that I don't get sick in the future? Like, what am I doing with my life? It started really making me think that. And not only that, I started becoming like I saw a lot of comments on my videos. Like a lot of you guys were like, you look sad. Like your eyes just look like they have this darkness to it, this sadness. And I was sad. I was just depressed. Like I had this depressed feel. Now, I won't say I was completely depressed because I know depression is extremely serious and sometimes people can't get out of bed. And I know what that feels like because I've had some experiences with that. At the time, I was having that off and on feeling. Like there were some days when it was hard for me to get out of bed. And I was like, why? Like I am feeling not good like myself. Like I wasn't feeling good about myself. I was getting more insecure. Something said to me deep down inside, you know, Amy, that you're better. Like you know you can do better and you know there's something inside of you that you're not pulling out. Like you're not using your full potential here. I knew I was more than what I was doing. Like I was eating way too much food, consuming way too much calories. I wasn't working out at all. It made me a very miserable person because I wasn't happy with the skin that I was in. I stopped posting outfit photos on Instagram. Like if you guys look back, you'll notice there's a huge gap. There was a point where I used to post photos in the summer. I think it was like what, summer 2015? Yeah. And then I stopped posting photos all the way up until 2016 July. It was my birthday and I was like, you know what, Amy, you never post photos, like just do one. And I did one, but I had like 3 layers of Spanx on, okay? I woke up one Saturday morning and it was August 13th. Let me check my little weight loss journey thingy notes that I have on my phone because I started this note on that day. August 13th. So August 13th, 2016, it was a Saturday. I remember it. And I remember that day like it was yesterday. Oh my God. I woke up in the morning and I said, I just had this thing where I was like, that's enough. Like this is enough. Today's gonna be the day where I'm gonna change the rest of my entire life. Okay, I think I've been talking for like 40 minutes now, so I think this is enough footage, right, sugar baby? I think this is enough footage. This has been like a really long video. I didn't want to cut anything out and then you guys missed out on some information that I wanted to share. So hopefully you guys don't mind the long video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Say goodbye, sugar baby. Say goodbye, little baby. He's so tired. He's like, Mom, you've been filming. I've been filming now for like 4 hours because I just filmed a chit chat get ready with me. But anyways, I think my camera's dying, so I gotta go. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.